John St-Amand started the Bedford 5K in 2008 to help raise awareness about and funds to fight lung cancer. The inspiration, his own father, who was diagnosed with lung cancer the year before. Now, the Bedford 5K is this weekend, and you can still sign up for this worthy cause. And John joins us this morning to tell us more about it. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
You ready to go?
I'm getting kind of nervous and excited at the same time.
At the same time, it's
not much time left.
It's on Sunday, so it's
That's
coming
right.
up.
Yeah.
So tell me more about the backstory to this, why you decided to start this.
More than anything, it was to vent frustration. When my dad was diagnosed, you know, he was going through a really rough period. I mean, the treatments that were available to him in his case, it had metastasized to the brain, so they kind of had to deal with that first, and those treatments are really punishing. So, you know, he was immediately off work and going through all the treatments, and I kind of felt powerless to help him. So about a year or so later, after going through all of that, I just decided to do something about it. I'd been running for a little while at that point, and I'd always kind of toyed with the idea of, okay, well, I might like to do a run in Bedford and make it for a charity. And so it just kind of came together as a result of that. So, and he was actually part of the first year's events. By that point, he was in a wheelchair, so he went around the kids' route with my daughter in a wheelchair, and the next year he wasn't well enough to come, and by the third year he was no longer with us.
You have honored his memory, though.
Yeah, last year we decided we wanted to introduce a trophy, kind of our own Stanley Cup kind of thing, where we've got the top male and top female finishers of our race each year are engraved on a plaque that goes on this trophy, and this trophy will ultimately be housed in a trophy case that has been constructed at the new 4-pad BMO Center in Bedford.
Nice. So tell me how people can still get involved with the 5K.
A lot of different ways. Now we're doing well on the volunteer front. More than anything, I want to see our registration numbers really pick up. Our target this year is to have 400 walkers and runners. I mean, it's the flattest, most gentle 5K route you can imagine. I mean, anybody that runs or walks in Bedford is extremely familiar with this route because it's a favorite for everybody.
Right.
We're really just running the waterfront and a little bit of shore drive. So. Not many hills to speak of along that route. So all they would really have to do is visit bedford5k.com to see all the details about the run and get involved that way. They can register. There's individual registrations, family registrations, and team registrations. You know, it's a really fun and interesting way to spend your Sunday.
Exactly.
And everyone gets a medal, which is something that I was particularly keen on. I mean, you don't want to come out to a 5K and not get rewarded. So, you know, and for 5Ks, everybody registers at the last minute, so T-shirts would have been a nightmare. I wouldn't have been able to guess everybody's sizes correctly, to be able to place the order early enough anyway. So everybody gets one of these medals, and our medals are actually pretty cool. So.
Yeah, very neat. And it starts in DeWolf Park. Right.
It does, yeah. It's kind of a funny bow tie route. We start in DeWolf Park, go down Shore Drive, come back to DeWolf Park, go around to the other pier, and then come back to the center again. So everything kind of takes place in front of the bandstand, which is really convenient because Bedford Days is happening at the same time. So we get to kind of be a part of that and have all of the gear that they have down there. And we've got a musician, Mike Jackman, is coming, and he's just awesome one-man band kind of stuff, and you know, he does a really great job keeping the energy level nice and high. I mean, particularly when you're doing a run and a walk, the really fast people, the people that I couldn't hope to keep up with, are done inside of 20 minutes. But you know, the mortal folk are done in 30 to 40, and then the walkers are done within an hour. So that's a big spread to keep people entertained and keep them around. So we try to make a little bit of a festival of it rather than just make it about the run and the walk.
Yeah, exactly. The money raised, where exactly does it go? All
to the Canadian Cancer Society, and specifically I asked them to direct the funds that we're raising to lung cancer initiatives. And it was interesting because CBC had an article not long ago that was reporting on another organization's report into the various different charities. And one of the causes that was cited as sorely lacking in funds was lung cancer. And I mean, it's for a variety of different reasons. But what I saw with what my dad went through was that, I mean, all the research or all the treatment options in the world really wouldn't necessarily have done him a whole lot of good. By the time it's detected, it's really difficult to do much other than try to give you a little bit more time. For me,
There's
it was...
your father there, and you should mention that. Yeah.
For me, it was about trying to raise some money to provide other services. Like there wasn't much in the way of family support services for us. We didn't find anyway. I mean, everybody has different experiences depending on what organization they tap into for support. And that's one of the things that the Canadian Cancer Society is very clear on, is that they're about providing support services to families and to patients. And so that was an area that I thought we could raise some money for, and that was one of the areas in this report that was cited as an opportunity for lung cancer funding, is in areas of prevention and in areas of support services.
Well, thank you very much for coming in to tell us about the Bedford 5K.
Thanks for having me.
Get involved. It's on Sunday. You can go online, bedford5k.com. You can register right on site.
You can,
Sunday,
yeah.
So.
There's going to be a bit of a line. So
come early.
If you're able to register in advance, you can do so through the website. It's actually, the registration is actually all through the Canadian Cancer Society site, and we have race kit pickup in Sunnyside Mall on Saturday, so you can actually register there between 10 and 4.
Excellent. We're going to take a break here on BT. We'll be right back in 2.